Well, it's noon.
Okay. Want to grab a seat?
I
You just love that thing.
wasn't expecting it, actually. I would just run into the thing and I got blown away. I'm like, whoa, whoa, I forgot. I was like casually walking up here, I'm like, yump, what? Okay, we're gonna go across it. Whoosh.
I really
Okay.
hope you were recording that. That was funny. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the TerraFirmaPunk tours with One Wolf and Honney and
Hi.
Pigville.
And Pigville. Honorary Pigville.
So here we are on to the chapter 4, I believe.
Yeah, the next
And
section of the tour. And one of the most important bits, because, I was all excited about the cogs and starting to see how it worked together, but this is actually the steam portion. Look at that tree. Okay, I'm going with that's another mod. Because sequoias are supposed to be the biggest trees in TerraFirmaCraft, and they are huge, but not like that.
That tree will not grow naturally. It's actually from the Twilight Forest. It's a direct import from the Twilight Forest. If you're familiar with TerraFirmaCraft, you should know you cannot go to the Nether.
Right.
You cannot go to the end.
Right.
If you try, it'll actually corrupt your map.
Right.
The Twilight Forest is also another dimension that you, in TerraFirmaCraft, cannot go to. So what I've had to do is I've had to import a lot of the Twilight Forest pieces into the overworld, and I do that through the Ruins mod.
So just like you have the schematic to have the ruins periodically the way you want them to look, you can also have the various different trees that you want.
And that's a direct import from Twilight Forest.
Twilight Forest, very cool, which I am a little bit familiar with.
And
a really neat one.
There is supposed to be a boss in that tree.
Oh, so stay back until you're ready. Oh,
It's one of the easier bosses. So I'd say as long as you've got bronze, you should be all right.
You should be okay. Look at this little stop.
This is modeled after a smithery that Woolly Creeper designed in his TFC world. It's not a direct copy, but it's a
homage to.
Yeah, there you go, to his smithery. He built a mostly open air.
Yeah, which is fairly common in smitheries because it's dang hot work, let the airflow, let the fumes out and all that stuff. Okay, this is really nice. I definitely noticed immediately.
Yeah, this is the start of the actual steam power portion. And without this particular mod added, it really isn't a steampunk mod. This is where your steam power starts. And in fact, this is one of the ruins that you'll find randomly around. It'll have a tank and some pipes. It doesn't have a boiler though. So you have to craft the boiler yourself.
Okay.
But you can collect little bits. You're going to need a pickaxe to get these bits.
And this is from the Flaxbeard steam power. I can see that on the wall.
Yeah.
Your steam hammer. So that's what it is. Now, again, this is TerraFirmaPunk. So, this is the steampunk side of things. The cogs were just getting us, that's just one side of it. And that's kind of what I mentioned last episode is you can't just stick a cog on it and say, and call it steampunk. There is more to it than just
there's definitely a lot more to this pack than just this. There's even mods that are in here that I don't have quests for yet. And there's some other mods that I'm planning to add along the way.
Awesome.
But this is your mid-level tech mod here. It's just a demonstration.
Okay,
over
I did
here.
See the yes, go ahead.
You did see the what?
Well, I did see a chest over there, but I didn't touch anything. I just looked at the chest over there. I'm like, I do see a chest. This is something I'm probably going to have to look at.
Yeah, you probably want to grab everything in the chest.
Okay, that's what I'm like. I did see a chest. Should I go ahead and grab bits before we explore?
And the start of this quest line is the book.
The book. Oh, 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 I see muskets. I see pistols. Okay. Sorry.
Unfortunately, because TerraFirmaCraft damage values are very different than vanilla, the guns are pretty much useless.
Yeah, but they look cool if you stick them on an item frame. Hang your gun over your bed or something. I don't know.
Um, yeah, the mobs in this mod have thousands of hearts,
Yes.
and the guns do vanilla based damage, which means they only do 2 or 3 hearts worth of damage.
Yeah, the never-ending battle. That's a never-ending battle right there. We have experienced this. Okay, as they experimented with Terra Firma Craft and they were adjusting the things, it's like, okay, this is an impossible. We now have a skeleton boss that we cannot harm him.
Hmm.
And of course adjustments are made, etc. Now I picked up everything in there. That does not leave me very much room, so we will definitely need to have a chest down for swapping out as we do stuff. So
Now, I'm not gonna walk through all the quests in this one, but I do want to kind of show off some of the stuff
okay.
that we've got.
I can, yeah, it
So
looks like I can do a few of the quests are opened up already. Look at that! Water on demand when it's all moving. Oh, that's so cool.
yeah, you actually have a way to suck up water and stick it into your boiler. Um, I've tested a little bit, and I think the little glass thing that's turning around
Hmm.
actually sucks up Terra Firmacraft water and turns it into vanilla water.
Okay.
If not, you have to find a pool of vanilla water
Which could be
or
a.
kill a difficult zombie who carries a bucket.
Okay.
He's got a vanilla bucket on him, and the vanilla bucket will pick up TFC water and turn it into vanilla water.
Okay.
Because TFC water cannot be boiled in the boilers.
Ah, different values. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
different block IDs. So
Right.
you have to make the steam powered stuff work. You have to find vanilla water, and there's a
Okay.
couple of ways to do that. So over here, I've got something set up.
Let's take a look.
We've got the second stage boiler. This is called a flash boiler,
All right.
and then there's a huge tank.
Yeah.
The flash boiler is a multi-block structure that requires 2 by 2 by
Okay.
2, so it requires 8 blocks.
Right. The 2x2 grid are square.
And it looks like I'm crashing.
You're what?
Crashing?
Oh no.
I'm frozen. There we go. It cleaned up.
Okay.
Okay, so it has to be in this shape.
Okay.
Railcraft has a lot of machines that have to be in specific shapes and sizes, but this is one of them. The tank does not. The tank, you can have everything from a 1 by 1 to like huge.
All right.
So
Right. So that's
it
kind of
can
like Agrarian Skies, where you can have the basic shape and then you can expand it infinitely, however big you want it. Okay.
right. So let's go ahead and open this one up, and
All right.
you can actually use TFC coal in this machine.
Okay.
But like I said, it's going to require
The vanilla water.
the vanilla water. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. If you want to stick the coal in it,
I did.
all
I
right.
put it on the bottom.
Nope, that's not
Whoa!
working. Hang on.
There are no technical. You know what? While we clean this up, I'm going to start turning in the quests that I have available. A personal guide to all things wondrous and steamy. Pay no attention to the water in the back of the screen. Esteemed innovation. Oh, sweet.
And it goes through all of the machines that are in that particular mod. All right, why did it not
A
fill up?
well polished lens. By placing enough pieces of bent glass together, we might even be able to see what lies beyond the horizon. Place 2 pieces of glass
This
with
is
layers
strange.
of brass. That's awesome. Nice explanation there. Simply surround 2 pieces of glass with layers of brass. Love that. Okay, so those are turned in. Burns fingers. That's just a furnace. Okay.
I don't know why the flash boiler is not working. This is weird.
I'm gonna take a look at the. Oh, look how pretty that is! A Brief Guide to Steam Power by Honney Play. You lie, book. Rocket launcher, filing pad, flintlock musket. Beautiful.
Okay,
Tinker's
this
hammer.
smaller one is working.
Okay.
Okay, I think the coal is in the wrong place. That might be the
Is
issue.
it? Well, I saw there was another spot up higher.
Yeah, it's... There we go.
I'm sorry. I did it. I broke the thing. Look at that.
But
Beautiful.
water does not seem to be going in, though.
Yeah, I didn't see any water. And this is the exact thing, only tiny.
Yeah, it's your first boiler. So
I like how the bigger
yeah,
one's got like the vent looking blocks around the top. Yeah, this one's going just peachy. It's got water.
yeah, I can just stand here and click water into it. For some reason, the bigger one wasn't working
Okay.
like it should.
Now this is going to be affecting the steam tank, yes?
Yeah, if you come over here to the other side,
Okay.
you should see a little gauge.
Oh, I do. But, I have tinted glasses? And the
Did
monocle?
you get those somehow?
That's my monocle. Uh-huh. I did. From my quest. Nice.
Now, this tank is probably too big for the little boiler.
Oh crap. It tried to play. I placed
What'd you
the
do?
thing. Nothing. I made it go away. It's all good. It's all good.
So I'm going to reduce the size of the tank, and there we go.
Oh, I love that sound. I totally didn't do a thing. See, I could see the gauge. I was trying to actually click on it and see if there was anything else I could see inside.
Okay, so the big boiler is actually working now. I think it was just a visual glitch that...
So it was actually receiving. Woo!
Did you get kicked too?
Wolfie!
What?
I got kicked and there's a big explosion.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my goodness, that scared the crap out of me.
Okay. So we just saw what happens when you overload your...
Oh my goodness. I've got charcoal on me and there's a hole right here where the furnace went kablooey.
Yeah. That's one of the issues with the flash boiler. Is that... Yep.
Okay, sorry. The fact that it went boom and kicked me off at the same time was just like, and I screamed like an idiot. It was just perfect. Okay. So, there's a reason why there's a lot of mechanical limbs in the steampunk world. Flash boilers are dangerous, kids.
Oh, okay, so I had the valve closed instead of open like it should have been. So you'll see the gauge is slowly rising.
Wait. You had the valve closed, which means it wasn't going to the big tank.
This
it was
is
just
closed.
pressurized.
This is
pressurized.
open. Yeah. Open up the
Okay.
interface. Open up the interface for the big tank, the big boiler, and you'll see a water.
Right, and then the steam.
And the steam. Well, I had the steam all the way up to the top.
I saw that. Okay.
But I think there's like a visual glitch or something because the water is not.
Right, it's clearly still producing. It's clearly still doing things. But you're not seeing the
But
water.
the water,
Okay.
I'm not seeing the water. So you notice there's a gauge over here, and the gauge is
Right.
building up,
I see that.
and we need some light.
I can't I thought maybe I could open it up like, in Agrarian
Did you place
Skies. You can
charcoal on the ground?
charcoal dropped on the what? No, I did not place that. Charcoal
So
is on me though, so it's possible that I as I logged in or something, I touched the ground. It's very possible.
okay, here's one of the machines that you can use.
I bet you I placed it when I tried to look at the interface. I did.
Right,
I placed it.
you
I'm
probably
sorry.
did. So these are rock smashers.
Oh, I see that.
And in TerraFirmaCraft, they may not be highly useful.
I feel like
So
I'm in the bad spot.
watch out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this. Whoa, I love the steam sounds. Oh,
And you get a rock back.
now you put in a 4x4 cobble or smooth? That's a smooth.
Yeah, I just put in a piece of granite.
Yeah, so obviously this is a bad exchange.
But check
But
this out.
You can do it.
I don't know if I can.
Will it squish me?
No.
Dang
But
it.
watch this. What do I have in my hand?
You have bedrock. That's a naughty naughty.
Okay. An earlier version, I believe, was actually breaking the bedrock.
Okay, so it's been fixed. I'm like, that's
It
a
looks
naughty
like it's
naughty
been
thing.
fixed. Yeah, it used to break bedrock.
Wow, that's strong. I love the sounds. That absolutely just
Oh, come here,
over
come
the
here.
top.
Behind the tank, behind the tank.
Behind the tank. I'm here. I'm
We've
here.
got it. We've got a rare creature right there
Oh.
behind the tree.
Can I get close to
He's
it? Or is it?
he's got blue pants on.
I see him.
Yeah, sneak up on him.
He's a cow dude.
It's a minotaur.
Cows have guns. Hi. Hi. Would you get very fussy faced at me? A Minotaur punk. Yo. Hey. I mean that with all love, punk. You want to come out here and get handsy? Come on.
Honestly, I thought I chopped all these trees down too. So let me
Okay,
let me
the
clear up some
spyglass.
trees.
I'm just like, I'm peeking at him from a distance. I love that. Oh my goodness.
And the minotaurs will actually show up with a variety of different steam tools.
Well, he is a Minotaur punk.
Hmm
Just because he
And-
can't speak our language doesn't mean he can't understand stuff.
You'll notice he's wearing the same coveralls that I've got,
Yeah, I saw that. The engineers.
and occasionally he'll have a top hat or goggles, and he'll have a variety of different steam tools.
So if I kill him, would I get his steam tools and stuff, or is it just a visual?
Possibly, it's just as
rarity.
common as having a zombie drop the sword that he's carrying.
Okay, so rarity, but can happen. I'm assuming that they are completely friendly unless provoked.
Nope. They are completely
Totally passive?
hostile unless ignored.
Oh.
Or avoided. They are hostile unless avoided.
Wait a minute. So if I get all up in his grill, hey.
You're in creative. He won't attack you.
Oh, that's why. So he should be all charging me and pissy. Okay.
Yes. Oh, and they do charge.
Oh, that's perfect. That's
Okay, so
perfect. Okay.
here's one of the things that I was talking about in while you were doing TFC Tuesday. This is a mining tool.
Okay.
Go up and mouse over.
Well, there's a steam component and the pipes.
The pipes, the tall things.
Thumpers, like in Dune.
Just like in Dune.
So you're gonna thump and oh, Well, you're not gonna draw a worm. I started saying draw a worm. You're gonna thump. There's a zombie.
So I'm
So
going
you're
to
gonna
close the valve
thump.
until the pressure builds up
This is for
a little more.
mining. This is for.
This
So
is for
you're basically
mining.
gonna shake it up, man.
Now, there's something on the ground next to the thumpers that I want you to take note of.
Uh, I just
Do you
see
see
the
the
pipe.
ore on the ground?
Oh yes, 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 yes.
It's sphalerite.
Okay. Look at that!
Isn't that crazy?
Boom! Boom! And the whole middle, oh, but because it's TerraFirmaCraft, even the middle will drop down.
And there's 6 of them. They're going pretty fast.
Look at that.
And looks like we're actually picking up some ores.
What? Okay,
You're
okay.
creative. It won't hurt you.
I know, but, wow. Oh, the sound. Oh, the sound. Oh, mama. The sound. That's awesome.
And this will dig from top down. I have yet to see how far it actually goes. But the hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, especially the way TFC mechanics work with the gravity.
Yeah.
Wow. And then whatever ores and items and stuff are down there just to slide down and pick up.
Yep, you have to go
But
down
they're all
and pick 'em up.
entities, so you've got to go down and pick them up.
So you have to shut it off, go down, clean it out, turn it back on. It is a lot of work, but
It can be done.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I can see that. Wow. That's really cool. This is one of the things we're talking about this TFC Tuesday. You're like, hun, my pack's got a thumper. And of course, first thing I thought of was Dune, as I said here.
Oh,
Wow,
doesn't
the
it
sound.
remind you of Dune though?
Yeah, it does.
Because it is really loud.
It is. And we're shaking up the ground, and hey, all we need is a giant spice worm to come, come up and hop on, prove you're a man.
Yeah, I'm not
is
seeing
really
yours
cool.
yet. I wonder how far down they would be.
Now, does it actually do any like destruction? Oh, it ran out of steam. Does it actually do any destruction like the pounder did, where it squished and stuff, or is it just breaking up turning things to entities?
Well,
Yes, or-
the rock breaker was turning them into entities too.
Right.
It's
Okay.
just I was picking them up.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not
Zombie.
seeing the ores down.
Well,
Let me grab a pro
saw
pick.
an ore on the ground. There's a couple ores on the ground, but yeah, there's no like ore
It says
exposed.
large sample of sphalerite.
Yeah, but this is terra firma crack. It could be 12 blocks to the left and 1 block up.
Yeah, so you really need to find your.
Find the
Oh,
thing before.
I found one. Yep,
Tap,
there
tap,
it is.
tap. See? We were like 4 blocks over, man. Alright. Or, which you could really have a hard time seeing. That with this particular quartz and then that ore right there, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a hard.
But yeah, you still have
Yeah.
to find the vein, and then you
Right.
have to set up the thumper,
Ah! Okay.
and you have building the parts is probably the hardest part because it's
Right.
all brass, and there's a iron component to it as well.
Wow.
So if you're not
Wow.
into the Iron Age, I don't think you can make it work.
Okay. So that's really interesting, though. But again, if you are looking at it, if at some point in advance, you can use that steam power to do many, many awesome things.
We dug a big
Wow,
hole in
we
in a
dug
few
a
minutes.
big hole. Well, the thumper dug a big hole. Wow, the sound. I'm really having, it's interesting because partially because I was in creative, but partially because of the wonder of the machine. But you hear that things falling down sound, a cave in sound, and it's like, you get so paranoid because we've all been buried alive at some point playing TFC.
Yeah.
And it's awesome and it's powerful and it's scary at the same time. And so you hear people and you're like last Tuesday, Pac was like, okay, let's just step out, just to be out, just to be out for a while because impending doom is coming.
Yep.
So that's really cool to have.
It was making me
doom.
nervous too, listening to the sound of the stuff falling down.
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay. But, we're safe. But even, I know you commented that, hey, you're in creative, but standing here, this was all solid. This over by the machine was all solid. Let's point this out, people. This was all solid ground, and it was making a hole over here. But this is TerraFirmaCraft, and so everything starts collapsing and caving, and pretty soon, you're standing here by the boiler putting water in or whatever, and you're going down too.
Yep.
Just saying.
It's the way it really should work. If this machine was actually in a real world environment, this is what would be happening. You would have this huge cave in.
I can't help but think of that boom and that explosion. And once again, folks, this is why, the artificial limbs and the automaton, the assisted arms and such happen. Because it's a dangerous, the premise is you're working with dangerous forces here. That was so perfect. Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and try this stuff on, show you kind of what it looks like.
Steam power. Okay.
Now this is called an exosuit. You know what an exosuit is?
Yeah.
Have you seen a recent movie called Elysium?
No.
Same guy that plays Born Identity.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi thing.
Yeah.
And they actually strap one of these things onto him. It's basically a metal frame with just arms and legs.
Right.
It's not a full suit of armor. It's just
right.
an iron bar that goes down your arm.
Right.
And they actually bolted it to his skeleton.
Wow.
So it's really painful.
Wow. There's been a lot of different variations from different genres that have utilized the exoskeleton, whether it was as an assisted power-up thing, to do, difficult tasks, assisted lifting things, or protection, or what have you.
They actually use them as a bone splint.
Wow.
There's a rod they bolt to your broken leg.
Yeah, pins. There's pins in my leg or pins in my hip. That's exactly what. Wow. Well, of course, now you're talking internally. I can't help but think of Wolverine, but that's a whole different thing. Anyway.
Yeah. So, I think that's going to wrap up this chapter.
Really, really fun look at the steam power aspect to your TerraFirmaPunk, steampunk, hint, hint, mod pack here. Really, really loving it. I absolutely intrigued by some of the different things that you've pulled in to play here. So ton of fun, and I'm thrilled that the boiler exploded. I think we did not plan that, but we should have. That could not have been planned better.
This is probably the easiest mod to plug into TerraFirmaCraft so far. I just dropped it in. I didn't have to change anything except for the vanilla furnace.
Okay.
Everything else works just smoothly.
All right. So Cogs was pretty small, working pretty well. This one's pretty good. Awesome. That is awesome. And then you taken the extra time just because of atmosphere, etc., and you like it to plug in some of the various things like the mobs like the Minotaur and the Twilight Forest trees and stuff, really gives it a certain feel, a certain flair that you wouldn't have otherwise. So that's really interesting. I love it. Thank you so much, Mr. One Wolf, for this next part of the tour. I hope you guys come back and check it out, because we do still have, I think, two more sections planned to kind of show you more.
2 more pieces at least.
All right.
And that's really as far as I've gotten with the pack.
So
There's a
far.
couple of more mods that we can probably talk about in the last chapter, but they're not fully implemented yet, so I don't have quests lined up for them, and I don't have a station set up to demonstrate them.
All right. Well, for now, we're going to end you there, and thank you guys for watching. And, again, check out Mr. One Wolf. Check out TerraFirmaPunk. It has been super, super cool. Can't wait for the next part.
And
Bye.
definitely go check out Honey's Terra Firma Tuesdays.
8 to 12 hours of Terra Firma craft with a bunch of
long Terra Firma craft.
goofy friends, yes.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.